my community really came together to help me get through at least the first month. And then I felt a little obligated to be there after that. But like that gave me a solid month to be with my brand new baby and know that everything was going to be okay and taken care of.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Today we have a special guest, Tori Peters, the owner of Connection Cove in Temperance, Michigan, where she offers Reiki, psychic tarot readings, and life regression hypnosis. Connection Cove is a place that is used for group events and classes to bring people together and promote positivity and encouragement. Tori talks about the joys and challenges of being a working mom and a small business owner. We also talk about the importance of having community support. Tori is very excited to announce her upcoming women's retreat called Soul Connection in Brooklyn, Michigan on April 17th through the 19th. Kelsey and I, we are also excited to announce our women's retreat called Bloom Where You Are Planted, which is going to be March 13th through the 15th in Logan, Ohio, near Hocking Hills. More information about the Connection Cove is in the show notes, along with information on both of our retreats.
Today we're here with our friend Tori Peters, Victoria Peters on Facebook, but she goes by Tori. I called her Victoria for the longest. And she's like,
it really doesn't bother me that much.
Tori feels more friendly and
Yes,
like
Tori.
less, yeah.
So that's formal.
So now we go by Tori. So I wanted to start by just thanking you, first of all, for being here today. We've been trying to connect we were just talking for over a year.
And that's a long time.
The year has been kind of a chaotic one for you.
It has. To be honest, on my
So I'm so glad we were finally able to come together.
I know, and look how we came together.
I know. A lot really fast, which is great. So Tori is the owner of Connection Cove in Temperance, Michigan.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you do at Connection Cove.
Funny enough, I wasn't really set out to open the Connection Cove. It wasn't like something at the top of my mind, but I always knew I wanted to work for myself, and I always knew that I needed to kind of incorporate all parts of me.
Mm-hmm.
So being a mom and being, into my more spiritual side, and also like that encouraging positive mindset really is, I guess, important to me to make sure other people feel that positivity and encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
So it came about when I was just trying to help somebody else, a friend of mine, keep her shop open, but she knew that it was the next stage in life for her. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, well, that's a bummer, but I still feel like there should be a space around here. So I'm like, okay, well, if it's meant to be, then it'll all work out, right? So all I did was like get the LLC, and everything just kind of fell into place. And so what I do there is I offer Reiki, I offer psychic tarot readings, and then I offer past life regression hypnosis. I also do a little bit other hypnosis sessions, but those are like my main things for one-on-ones. Now, the space I have, because I wanted to bring people together. That was like really the only thing I wanted the space for. So to promote the Connection Cove more so is I want to bring people together. So group events, classes, anything under the sun that brings people together and makes them feel good.
Yeah.
That's most efficient.
I love it. I love it. So do you do a lot of collaborations and stuff inside of that space?
Yeah.
And in order to accomplish that, bringing people together.
Oh, for sure. Because there's only so much I can do by myself, but I actually feel a lot more like I feel better when I am able to say, hey, can you come here and do this event? Because I feel like I'm supporting you and giving a whole new audience or platform to people that are looking to expand their business and help other people feel better. So I actually feel I like bringing other people into my space.
Yeah.
I love it.
I need your number. Serious. I am envisioning a couple different things in at your place already.
And that's the thing. Is
Yeah.
I was that person that kept trying to find spaces where I fit, and it just didn't feel right. And so I'm over here feeling lonely. I don't understand why I don't fit in. And I, when it always comes to that, I'm like, I guess I'm the one that has to make it. So
Yeah.
I'm the one that makes the space, and because I know how that feels, I'm like, if you don't feel like you fit in anywhere and you don't have somewhere to like try to get clients or whatever, then I like being that person to try to help.
Yeah.
What does your space look like? Can you
So,
explain? Yeah, explain it.
I'm glad you asked, actually, because again, how it turned out wasn't exactly like anything I ever envisioned. But I have when you first walk in, there's a small space that has some retail. So there's crystals, there's tarot cards, there's oracle cards, um, there's natural honey bee products, and then there's a bunch of other items that are from local vendors. So tie-dye products and crochet items, things like that, just to support other little businesses. And so then that's like a front area that's really not that big. But then you walk through, like, I guess it's a wall, even though it doesn't go all the way up. There's a big open space. And so I have a couch and a chair and a couple other things that make it look nice, like a living room. And that is where we hold the events. It can hold comfortably 10 people if we're all in chairs. I got like 15, 16 chairs. So we've been able to do some decent sized events and gatherings there. Very fun.
Yeah. Now, do you do Reiki in that area, or is there a private room?
I do have a private room. I built a wall so to give me just a small office to be able to do one-on-one sessions more comfortably and more intimately. But I do also hold a group Reiki every month for people to just try out, and it's on a sliding scale so that people really can just see if it fits for them or if they like it or whatever. I hold that every month, and that is in the big area.
Very cool. Awesome. And so how long ago did you open this?
I think we might be looking at a year and a half now, but
Okay.
yeah.
And how old is your youngest child?
My youngest child is almost 11 months. That was not quite planned because that definitely, I found out I was pregnant shortly after I signed the lease.
Okay.
And I was like, ooh, this is gonna be.
And it was like, do it all at once.
Yes. And I was like, oh no, I definitely wouldn't have planned to like have a brand new business and baby.
On all at the same time.
2 babies, yes.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely was a lot. And it still kind of is, to be honest. But
Yeah.
you realize, like, this, just for an example, when I was about to go on maternity leave, my people came together to support me to be able to keep the retail hours open. Being able to build those connections with some of the people that come into events and then feel comfortable enough for me not to be there. My community really came together to help me get through at least the first month, and then I felt a little obligated to be there after that. But like that gave me a solid month to be with my brand new baby.
Wow.
And know that everything was going to be okay and taken care of.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So when you say your community came in and stepped up, do you mean the people who were coming there for classes, or like other practitioners, or both? Or
Both, to be honest. Yeah, both. I guess I was originally thinking the practitioners that were coming to do the events, but I mean, my community members that came to the events, like, they were missing me. They wanted to see me, but they also, like, they still came because of what we offer. So it's the space and the people that build what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have a community that's supportive and there for you when you need it.
Yeah.
Especially they say it takes a village sometimes. It really does.
It really does. And especially that moment, because I was like, how am I going to close my brand new shop for a couple of months already?
Yeah.
Right.
And it all fell into place again as it was meant to.
Yeah.
I was meant to have the space. So.
And then, so you said you went back in there after, remind me your son's name, I'm sorry.
Hudson.
When Hudson was just a month old. Did you bring him into the space with you often, or did you find times to step away when your husband was not working?
Yeah. It wasn't quite right away, although everybody wanted me to bring him.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
So it wasn't quite right away just because he was having some problems with eating and stuff, so that we got figured out. But and then after that, yeah, I brought him I think 1 day a week with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And he did.
Yeah. I remember when I was working not in my own business and my babies were little, but I was a financial advisor and bringing my son into the office when I would need to get some work done and babysitter's sick or something, right? And like having the flexibility to be able to do that was huge.
It is huge. And I think a lot of women that might be in that position, like, we don't necessarily want to bring our kids with us, but the option to be able to, like, it like eases some stress because, you know, I'm still having to feed him and change him and do all the things, which takes away time from the work that I can be doing. But I don't have to then not be able to go at all if I have him. So it's like, I'd much rather just be able to have him. And then if somebody walks in and wants to buy something, that's okay.
Yeah.
And it makes
you're at least there. It's not like the ideal situation necessarily. That's how it was for me anyway. Because for me, we did have like a regular babysitter, and it was when she was sick or her grandkids were sick and she was watching them, that sort of thing. So it was not an ideal situation, but it was better than scrambling to find a backup or
exactly
whatever else. So
I've seen kids at different employment places before, though, and it doesn't seem like it's as abnormal as
what it used to be.
As what it used to be.
Well, is part of that because women are working.
Possibly, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, it has become more common. I feel like there are some jobs that you can have that it's just not possible, right? Like if you're a doctor or
nurse practitioner, that definitely is not the place to bring your kids.
No.
I think about that when it comes to my one-on-one sessions. Like, I can't do a Reiki session where I'm being quiet and focusing my energy. Like,
no,
can't do that with a baby.
Yeah. And I could never do my meetings. Like if I had meetings and I was home with a sick kid or they were, babysitter was sick or whatever, I would have to reschedule meetings.
Yeah.
Right.
But
and what I was talking about were different restaurants that would have their kids there. Yeah. For example, we were just at a place at Fallen Timbers, and there was probably, I would guess, maybe a 5-year-old that was there, but she was in pajamas, and it's Christmas break, and I'm not even sure who the mother was that was working there. If it was a cook or if it was our server, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter, but she had her little doll and little toys and stuff that she was playing with, and I thought it would have been sort of cool when I was 5 years old and go with a parent, if they wrote a word like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up that way. My mom brought me to work with her, once in a while on the weekends or something, and I just cleaned. My mom's a vet tech, so I just cleaned the rooms after all the animals were there. Filed all the files after they belong in alphabetical order.
Yeah,
that's so good.
Yeah,
Milo spent an entire band camp with me. I was on maternity leave during band camp. I was the meet advisor.
Yeah.
And so he was with me all day at band camp for a week with me in his stroller. He was brand new baby. Because his birthday's April, so band camp's in July. He's pretty little.
Yeah. But the flexibility to be able to have that, like, it's so nice. And I kind of wish everybody had that ability, like, to not have to stress about that, because we can still add value even with our babies with us.
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah. It's like, to your point earlier, it's different, and it's maybe not as, like, it's not preferred, but it's better than not having women in the workplace.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say it, right? Like, so any way we can make it more accessible. And I think that was a big part for me of starting my own business, and I don't know if you felt the same way. Hi, friends. It's Kelsey here. If you've been listening to the podcast and wondering what it's actually like to work with a financial planner, or if financial planning is even for you, I totally get it. We only touch lightly on that side of my work here, and money can feel like a heavy or confusing topic to dive into. That's why this fall, I'll be sharing more bite-sized tools, insights, and mindset shifts over on my Apricity Financial Planning Facebook page. It's a simple, low-key way to start engaging with your finances. No pressure, just gentle guidance and encouragement to help you feel more confident and aligned with your money. If that sounds helpful, I'd love to have you there. Just search Apricity, that's Apricity Financial Planning on Facebook and hit follow. And if you've been carrying questions about your finances or wondering what support might look like, I'd love to talk to you. You don't have to figure it all out alone. Just give me a call, 419-825-6161, or send me an email at kelsey@apricityfp.com. But for me, being able to start my own business so that I can have more control over my schedule
Yes.
and be able to flex it as needed with what the kids need was huge.
Oh, it still is.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've never worked weekends until I owned my shop. So, I mean, besides being younger. Like,
Yeah.
But now that I have like retail and I work, Saturdays and, sometimes Sundays for events, like I need to be able to do whatever, like without any pressure. And I don't know.
Yeah. The outside pressure of like, but you're supposed to be working 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just being able to move things around because there's so many things that happen on the weekends.
Mhm.
So without the pressure, then I'm able to like, oh, well, I can close the shop.
Mhm.
It's okay. Or I have like my mom or my sister that can cover and I can still go to my friend's baby shower or
Yeah.
whatever it is. It's like, it's my place. So
Yes.
I can choose. And I always hope that people understand that being a small business, like they're more understanding of me needing to close randomly because I'm the only one that's doing it. I'm the only one that's there.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's a give and take, right? So when you're working with a small business, maybe their hours are not as like standard, but you're getting way more one-on-one, like individualized, personalized attention for the things. Like even if we're talking restaurants, right? Like the feel of walking into a small town restaurant where the owners, not just the managers, but the owners who make the rules. Like you feel the difference when you walk in there versus a chain.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the same thing is true for.
Oh my gosh. I think if there's anything that I think people might really love about the Connection Cove is because when I'm there, some people might feel awkward that they're the only one that walks in and it, maybe it feels a certain type of way, but I have the most genuine and awesome conversations with the people that walk in, even if that's the only time they've ever walked in. And that's something that I really pride myself on is making somebody feel seen.
Mm-hmm.
So I find it very important.
Yeah.
And I prefer it.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt that when shopping like for clothes too, like the difference between, like I went to Regaza.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. Have you ever been there?
No.
But it's a small boutique in Perrysburg. And I hear they have one in Sylvania. I've never been. But
there's somebody called Laverne and Frankie, I think.
I've not heard of that one, but
I think she's out maybe Genoa. And she's caught my eye. I'm like, I need to kind of
but like the personalized attention you get versus walking into like, not to throw any one company under the bus. So I didn't list the company, but you know what I'm talking about, like going to the mall, right?
Yeah.
It's just very different.
Or shopping online.
Yeah.
That's why I love boutiques like this.
Yeah.
I love the boutiques. I love the little shops.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It makes it fun again.
We need to
hope that we like as a community or as I don't know, in general, like we kind of lean more into that because corporate needs to kind of like
right
like go on that way because everybody can get what they need and they feel seen and I don't know, there's just so much more value, I feel like.
Yeah. And you're building community in so many different ways when we keep our money local. Oh, right. And like, so when they're supporting you and then you support local and like everybody instead of having to pay CEOs that live on the other side of the country or in a, what, right? Like, yeah. So anyway.
Yes. That could be a whole nother.
That could be a whole other topic. But I'm so fascinated by the fact that you started a business, had a baby, all at the same time. Your community stepped in. And I think, I have said so many times, I never would have been able to do the work I've done if it weren't for, I always called it my village, community village, whatever word you like to use. But they say it takes a village. And like, seriously,
It really does.
without my village, there's no way I would be where I am today.
Right.
Not possible.
Right. You all know I'm a triplet mama. Since the kids were born so preemie, they were in the hospital 3 months, 4 months, 5 months before they got home. And I went back to work when they were 5 weeks old. But yet, when I think 2 of my babies came home, that's when I went PRN or as needed to work. And so I had to work 16 hours a month. But even during that time when the babies were home, I had ladies and sometimes the mom and 2 boys, or the grandma, the mom, and the granddaughter would come to my house. And my friend Diana, who's a nurse, came to my house, different days and just to help me, and it was so valuable. I mean, yeah, they were getting the fun out of taking care of little teeny babies and stuff, but yet I had that time to talk to humans,
Yeah.
adult people. And I remember the one time Kelly Conrad said to me, Tina, this is the time that you're supposed to go out. When we're here taking care of the babies, but this is when you're supposed to go out, get your hair done, get your nails done, go shopping, whatever. And then the one time she's like, go take a basket weaving class. And I'm like, whoa, you have got to be kidding me. And then that's when I said, if any class I'm going to take, it's to further my education, to get my master's in nursing. And so by golly, 2 weeks later, I was signed up to go to MCO for my MSN, and that got me, started into that program. But it does take a village to, and it's so nice to have that community, So,
yeah. That reminds me of when, who did we have on our podcast? I think it was LaJoya was here, and we were talking about self-care, and I was like, to your point of like, somebody said you should do basket weaving.
Yeah.
And you were like, absolutely not. I would rather go get my master's. So that became like your thing to do for yourself. And
exactly.
Like, I was at a point when we were interviewing LaJoya that I was like, honestly, my self-care right now is just being able to come here and do this and work.
To go to your office.
Like, because that's what fills my cup. And that's what I need for me. And some people don't get that like work can be the thing that is your quote self-care. I don't know. I guess it goes both. I don't know. What's your experience with that?
No, that absolutely is exactly how I felt, because I created the space. So it feels like a second home, but also there's an aspect of having something that you're working towards that I think gets me out of the repetitive change your diaper, feed you, like what life at home usually looks like.
Right.
And so when I'm actively working towards something and wanting to grow in a different way, I can put my focus towards that in my office or at my shop.
Yeah. And this is all something that you want to be doing.
Yeah.
Just like me being retired, it's been 2 years now, guys.
Yeah.
2 years. And I could be sitting on my couch eating potato chips, watching soap operas from 12:30 to 3:30 every day, Monday through Friday. But it's like, no, I don't really feel that I want to be doing that. So, it's doing things what you want to be doing. You know,
What makes you feel good?
What brings you joy?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, entrepreneurship
I
is
love
like
that.
the deepest self work, like work on yourself you'll ever do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like,
I didn't even realize how
no,
much. Never realized.
me neither. But you're thrown through every fire and just set out to figure it all out on your own. And you just do.
Yeah.
Because what else are you going to do? Right? Like, you just figure it out.
Yeah.
Just like a podcast.
This podcast.
With
Like,
podcast.
let's watch YouTube videos and learn how to do a podcast.
Exactly. And look at us. What is this? Episode 58.
Yeah. 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 So it's just a lot of figure it out. But the growth, the personal growth that happens through that process has been incredible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm glad you still think that.
yeah. Well, and it's still happening. It's
I
still
know.
going.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of almost to me feels expedited because it's like, well, I don't know how that would have all played out without having the space to force me
Yeah.
to face some of those things that I'm uncomfortable with.
Yeah. Even to support each other. You know, if I didn't have Kelsey, I don't know if I would continue doing it myself.
Oh, we had that
You know?
conversation. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you need somebody to lean on to like
It's-
work through. Hey, this has come up in my business now, and I don't like how that feels.
yeah.
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 What do I do?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. So who have been some of your, like, your village that you built around yourself over the past year and a half of your business?
Gosh,
Not to put you on the spot of naming names, I guess. And maybe,
I think everybody there's different parts. Like people that have supported, me with the retail aspect. And then there's people that like when it's mindset and you're going through postpartum, which has been extremely hard to navigate while also having the business. I mean, I feel like Chelsea Miller's definitely at the top of that list where, she's got a whole coaching business. So like she's now helped me a lot with mindset and like letting me know certain things are normal, things like that. But I also have another friend which also has a coaching business. Funny enough, now I think about it. My friend Destiny Patton has also she's helped me a lot with this kind of the spiritual aspects of like when you're in such a dark place and how do you get out of it? How do you get out of the loop? So those two people I think have been my biggest support. But I mean I've got a good set of friends in my circle that have helped me during that big transition.
Yeah.
Like, how do I do this now? Like, this is totally different than how I started.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you hired out some support to kind of build some of the business, or is it just friends and family right now?
I think it's been mostly friends and family.
Okay.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I've wanted to hire out, but we're just not quite there yet. I'm still in such infancy.
I know
that
I'm
like
the same way. I still feel
eager.
yeah. I still feel like, I mean, even when you're hiring somebody, it still feels like an addition to your village in a huge way. Like so when I think back to when my kids were little, like the main part of my village that I needed and usually was referring to when I was talking about it was our babysitter, which obviously I was paying her, but she was still like crucial part of the village,
which I can say, mom thanks.
Yes. But then we were fortunate with her extended into like her whole family became part of our family, and it was like that whole village. And then I had my yoga studio that I was going to, and like that, to your point of your friend who helped you on the spiritual side, like that was my emotional support village and like where I was going to get that piece filled. And I know you've said you felt that way about your church too, that is your village.
It's another family.
Yeah.
It's a family.
And so when we moved here, oh my goodness. So we moved here in 2023, and that was my firm got approved by the state of Ohio in July of 23, and we moved here in August of 23. So talking about also like being thrown into the fire. I didn't have an infant, but it was like rebuild your whole village and start a business at the same time.
Yeah, seriously.
So, but building that village was like the key thing I needed to do. So that's how I met Tina. I was like on Facebook trying to build my village.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the people that feel aligned, and just reaching out to people and really putting myself out there in a way that I never would have done if I wasn't starting a business.
Right.
I could have either gone into a 9-to-5 job, and like worked in my office and met my cubicle people or whatever, right? Like the people in that office. Who never would have been the aligned people that I've been able to meet this way,
Right.
you know?
I have connections.
Well, it brings up this thought that, like, and I'm sure a lot of people do this already, but to me it was new, and also made me a little motivated, was to go out and get 5 no's a week.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that, I mean, you kind of did that.
Yeah.
Like, you put yourself out there. The worst that can happen was that they say no, or that they don't answer.
Yeah.
But look at all the yeses that you were getting, and so unexpectedly like happy to get.
Yeah.
So that kind of was motivating to like, well, what do I want? What should I just put myself out there for?
Okay.
Because I like want so much more for my little space.
Yeah.
That like, that's motivating to just put yourself out there.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
I know.
And motivating.
I know.
And Tori, I got the pleasure of babysitting for Milo.
Yes.
Here.
Yes. Yeah. So like when I say rebuild my village, it was like from the ground up, defined. We also ended up needing an extra year of a babysitter when we moved, because the school district we're in now does not have full-time kindergarten, which we were not expecting when I decided to start a business. That was a fun surprise.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll watch him. What else do I have to do? Right?
So it all worked out.
When everything worked out.
I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, it worked out. So, yeah,
That tells me so much that how in alignment you were, like,
Yeah.
are, I should
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I always think of when you're just off, that you're gonna run into bumps, you're gonna run into like these hiccups, but when you're in alignment, everything just falls into place.
Yeah.
Because that's like what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah. And that's how opening the shop felt, because I had nobody that like was a bad customer. Even opening day was so smooth. I didn't have any problems. I was like, oh my gosh, this is yay. This is great. And I don't think I had any hiccups for a long time.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yep.
Now, where is Connection Cove? Where is it located?
It's in Temperance, Michigan, which is right over the border.
Okay.
Yeah, right over the border. If you know where Temperance Animal Hospital is, I'm in that same parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll definitely put your information in our show notes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then as we're talking about building community, we both have retreats coming up. We do. Which is a great way to build community and find like-minded people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, for me, that's something that like any business I've ever had, that's the goal has always been that. It's
The community. Yeah.
So tell me about your upcoming retreat.
Yes, my upcoming retreat. I'm going to be hosting it with my friend Anna, and she is a holistic therapist, and it is April 17th through the 19th. And honestly, we're going to kind of mix some of the like spiritual practices with some of the more real life things that we go through day to day. But honestly, trying to get in touch with yourself spiritually, mentally, physically.
Yeah, I love it. It's in Ohio though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah. So people could sign up because there's plenty of room right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we're keeping it a little bit more intimate, like 8 to 10 people, so that we can
I
really
love that.
hone in on like if anybody's having some things that they want one-on-one
Yeah.
attention for, to kind of like work through.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Because when I've done my workshops too, I've noticed those smaller groups sometimes are just so impactful because people feel immediately a little more at ease to open up.
Yeah.
And then you can go so much deeper with things.
Oh yeah.
But 8 to 10 is not super small either. Like
No, it feels like a full room, but it's enough that like
yeah,
there's not as much pressure to like, you know, speak because there's more people to be first or whatever. But intimate enough that like they can open up to this small group.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it's a sweet spot.
It is. I love it. That's perfect.
Great.
So,
What about your retreat? You guys are kind of aiming for around the same number, right?
I think so. Yeah. I think we
Or
were
a little bit more?
a little bit more potentially. I think we can hold up to 15 maybe.
Okay.
And it's in March 13th through 15th.
Okay.
So
Yours is first.
Yep. So they're both.
And coming up quick.
Yep.
It is
It's-
coming up super quick. It's gonna be here before we know it.
It's called Bloom Where You Are Planted. It's going to be in Logan, Ohio, which is right near Hacking Hills. It's in a big cabin, log cabin, and it's got a hot tub and 3 different levels and different sizes beds you can choose from. But we're gonna have yoga and meditation. I'm gonna do a sound bath.
Some nature hiking, that type of thing, like very light hiking. We're not hiking up any mountains or anything crazy.
Yeah, when I wanted to do a retreat in Happy Hills, I felt the same thing. Like, just do a nature walk.
Yeah, nature walk. That's a better way to put it.
Because, like, I mean, again, we want people to connect. You don't want them to be
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I want them to talk and really build these connections that, you know, these people are in the same space. We want them to be able to be friends and reach out afterwards.
Right. And to just be.
Yeah.
Like a weekend to just be instead of do, which is not something us moms get a lot of.
I know. I have to like tell myself, like, chill out.
Right? So it'll be a good opportunity for people to step away.
Yeah. It's needed. So needed. Well, hopefully we both have good weather.
Yes, I know. You never know what you're going to get in spring.
Yeah. The last retreat I did, it was like, I think it was a one weekend that was 60 in February.
Oh,
so I was like, oh my God,
wonderful.
Good odds for good weather.
That's right.
Awesome.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Your support truly means the world to us, and we're so grateful to have you as part of our blossoming community.
We hope you enjoyed this week's conversation and found inspiration in our discussions. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you love what you hear, please consider leaving us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you.
Join us next week for another exciting episode filled with insights, laughter, and growth. We can't wait to share it with you.
Keep blooming and see you soon.